Okay, you see the toilet is back out again. And now I'm trying to make adjustments. Now see here? Oh, there you go. This was the original hole when we had the toilet sitting straight in between for comfort, but then the pipe alignment became a problem. This is the mark where a new hole has to be. So that's about, maybe a half an inch. And that's the camber, or the toilet had to be turned at an angle so that it would work. Also, the ring might have to be shifted a little bit to make it work. If we go here to the toilet, one good thing we found out when we took it out is you can see the seal, the way the seal formed to the floor it was in. Okay? So I'm glad one thing of taking it back out did show us that we had a good seal. Even here, if I push this back, see, you could see this part went inside the pipe, that went outside. So that's good news. We got a good seal. And to the top here, and I can show you what I was talking about with this pipe going through. You see how I can, let's see, how I can move this pipe, has a lot of play. If it doesn't go straight into here, you can see this is a friction ring right here, this brass ring. And what it does, when you tighten that nut, it forces this washer to make the seal. So if you're here and you're straight, there's one thing, but if you're going in crooked like that, which is what's happening because of the sides of the bathroom and it's the way it was, then you're trying to compensate. If you go too crooked, this friction ring that I just talked about can't force the washer into the seal and make a good seal. In fact, this probably will have silicone on it, 100% the good stuff, just as an added measure, because we can't determine or trust that just the rubber alone will work. The next thing I'll show you is on this. This is what they call a spud. It's a brass piece that goes down into the toilet. And I can show you how it's sealed. That's literally how it's made. And the idea is when you tighten this nut, it's supposed to push this rubber into the hole and seal around here. The problem is there's no rim here. This is an older toilet. I can show you on a newer one. The water comes from the tank and it goes into here to flush the toilet. Goes down here too. This is the hole, the little hole you see in the bottom of the toilet. If you look at the sides of this, it's just straight. It's a straight 90. Some of the later toilets after these, they actually made the cast so you had a little indent in there, and that would allow this to go in there. You see the way it's made like a funnel? See, it's made like a funnel. And you want this to get in there and also the rubber to get between here. So when you tighten the nut and it forces the rubber in, it has like a lip to grab it. I mean, you don't have to make it that tight. Because it's so old, it's a pain in the neck. Because you get the thing in there, you start tightening this, and what it'll do, because there's no lip to grab, it'll just push this right out of the toilet. To prove that, whoever did this years ago had the same problem. Here's some sealer. There has been a bunch of sealer on here. Here's some more sealer. So over the years, this was a problem. And the reason it was a problem was the bathroom is the size it is. That wall couldn't be moved. This wall couldn't be moved. And they were confined to this space. So whoever did this originally suffered the same fate, so to speak. So that's what it is. So we're going to cut the new holes now to hold the toilet down, readjust it, and put it back. And then we'll see you on the next video. Now, I'm glad that Carlos has general knowledge and even beyond general knowledge of doing work in construction. That really helps when I'm trying to explain things that you guys get it. But the best news I like about this is the house is shut down. And by the time it comes next season that we come back to turn on, you guys have a bathroom. I'm really feeling good about that because the other alternative is just not one. So thank you again. See you on the next one.